it's Yaz from Yorkshire Pictures Therapies, and today I'm going to show you an absolute steal that I found in a charity shop. Ta-da! This is 100 postcards with dogs on them. I got them for £1.95 from Cancer Research UK. Now, these postcards are actually done by a professional photographer called Astrid Harrison, and in the front of this box she says, "Man's best friend comes in all sizes, shapes, colours. An award-winning photographer, Astrid Harrison, captures the much-loved animal engaged in a variety of activities. Over 80 breeds from around the world are featured, including family favourites such as the Border Collie, Labrador, Gordon Setter, Pugs, Poodles, Pomeranians, and less common breeds such as Alaskan Malamute, Australian Cattle Dog, Catalua Leopard Dog, which I think is an American breed, and the Chinese Crested Dog. Celebrate the beauty and diversity of this magnificent animal in 100 photographs, postcards to send, keep or frame, and I am going to be framing them. So at the moment I'm just filming in my office, but I am making a dedicated space where I'm going to be doing filming and where I'm going to be recording my podcast, and it's also going to be a space that other people can rent out as well. So I have been looking for kind of something different to go on the wall as the backdrop for the podcast. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have a look at some wall murals, I'm going to have a look at some stickers, I'm going to have a look at wallpaper. And the issue that I was coming up against is that there were so many cropped and docked dogs. So cropped is where the ears are cropped for aesthetic reasons. There are absolutely no health benefits for cropping the ear of a dog. It is an illegal practice in the UK. And then there's also docking as well, where we remove the length of the tail. This is something that is still allowed in the UK for working gun dogs. It's not allowed to be done for aesthetic reasons anymore, as far as I believe. So also going through these photos, I want to make sure that the breeds that I'm sharing as part of the backdrop don't fall into the exaggerated features category. So that could be anything from your brachiocephalic breeds, that's your English bulldogs, your French bulldogs, Chihuahuas, if they've got that really kind of big domed head, Cavalier Spaniels with the big domed head and the big eyes. These are indications of dogs that will have lifelong issues, potentially with breathing or potentially with pain as well because of their conformation. The BVA, so the British Veterinary Association, they have kind of set out some guidelines of dogs that should and shouldn't be used in the media. The reason for that is that if we can change what the public's perception of a normal French bulldog is, we can only look to improve their health as the generations go down with breeding. So that's something that I'm going to be looking for in this huge stack of postcards and finding out who gets to go on the wall. So we'll start first with the Mastiff. So this Mastiff has got a lovely long muzzle. You can see there they've got nice open nares as well, so they're going in the yes pile. Up next we have the Westie, so that is the West Highland White Terrier. These dogs are super prone to skin issues, but with regards to exaggerated features, they're not one that would fall into that category. Love a little terrier. Okay, so now we have the boxer dog. So especially in Europe and I believe the States as well, boxers are very commonly docked and they have a very, very short dock. I know that's changing because you're starting to see those lovely boxer tails come back into the media and what's circulating. Boxers as well can fall into that brachiocephalic category where they have that shortened muzzle. It's not just Frenchies, it's not just English bulldogs, it is the bigger dogs, the Mastiffs can fall into that category as well. But this dog has a lovely muzzle and we have some open nares there as well. I don't know if it'll focus. Got those lovely floppy ears as well, so this one is going in the yes pile. Up next we have the Chow Chow. I'm pretty sure it's the Chow Chows that have like the dark blue tongue. Chow Chows, when I've seen Chow Chows, a lot of them are hypermobile, but this one, looking at its face, it's got a nice muzzle, big open nares, so this one is going in the yes pile. This is the English Cocker Spaniel. So lovely big floppy ears, and I wouldn't even say that was a cocker, I'd say that was more show spaniel with the big long ears. Because cockers, the ones that I see, tend to have like a slightly shorter ear, not because they've been cropped, but just because that's normally what I see. That's working English Cocker Spaniels. So maybe this is a show English Cocker Spaniel. Don't know, what do you reckon? But anyway, it's going in the S pile. Thank you very much, Rodney. I don't know if you can see Rodney, but it's come to help. Oh, look at that coat. This is an Airedale Terrier. So again, we've got those lovely floppy ears, and that dog is just having a sniff. I just like the way that the pictures are kind of nice and candid, you know? So yes, Airedale Terrier is going in the yes pile. Okay. Now I think you're English Setters. Aha! Correct. English Setters. So we have 5 here. And I'm just trying to work out what collar they're on. So obviously I don't want to be promoting anything that is I would deem as aversive. So prong collars, e-collars, vibration collars, slip leads as well. I don't know if they are on a slip lead. Makes me think that they are, just because of the clip in the background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in the maybe pile, and then I've got some colleagues that I'll send it to and just say, what do you think to this picture? And if they can't see an issue, or the majority can't see, I don't know if it's like one of those little slip grot things, like a show lead. Not sure. That one's going in the maybe pile. Oh, I have a proper soft spot for this breed. The Border Terrier that someone has actually crossed out and put Border instead of Yorkshire. That is absolutely not a Yorkshire Terrier, so someone has corrected it. So this is a Border Terrier, such hardy little beasts. Love a little Border Terrier. Again, can't see anything cropped or docked in that. Not one that I'd consider to have any exaggerated features, and that is just a really cute photo, so that is going in the S pile. Okay, so Rodney, are you wanting up on my knee? Ooh, dear. Right, you stay there then. Okay, so up next we have the pug. Okay, let me try and... Okay, so this pug is a black pug and has actually really good nares. So they've got those lovely open nostrils. Yes, they have a smaller muzzle, but for a pug, it looks in reasonably good shape. It's got nice kind of like long legs. It's got nares and a short muzzle. It's a little bit overweight, but it's not like grotesquely overweight, which sometimes you can see with the pugs. You can see that they're, you know, very, very overweight. So I'm going to put that in the yes pile, because that is a good example of a pug with a muzzle, with open nares, and in reasonably good condition. Okay. Oh, one of my favourites, the German Shepherd. Beautiful German Shepherd. So the German Shepherds, especially the shirt... Are you wanting down now? I feel like you might be wanting to get down. Get down. Good boy. So this German Shepherd looks to have a nice kind of like tabletop back. Again, a picture is just going to be a snapshot of something. German Shepherds, unfortunately, the show lines have been bred so they have that sloping top line, and their hocks are just like practically on the ground. So if it was like a side profile, it was a very exaggerated German Shepherd, it would not be going up on the wall. But this one looks fairly tabletop to me from that photo, so that's going to go in the yes pile. This is the now I didn't know whether it was Samoyed or Samoyed, but I call them Samoyeds. Look at them, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous little puppy dogs. I've worked with a couple of these as well. A good friend of mine who's a physiotherapist has one called Kiba, and these doggies, it makes me think of hypermobility again, but very, very sweet dogs. Okay, the next one, I think this is a miniature Schnauzer. Oh, it says Schnauzer, but I'm pretty sure that is a miniature Schnauzer. So they have that very characteristic of the breed, that lovely kind of cream beard. I want to say it's called Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's here. Salt and Pepper Schnauzer. Looking at the ears, those ears are naturally kind of stood up and flopped over. I don't believe that they've taped them, because when they tape them with like Keno tape to make them stand up, I don't think they'd have that little flop. It's making me think now. I'm pretty sure their ears do stand up like that, but I'm going to pop that in the maybe pile and just get that double checked. Oh, this one. Everyone knows what this one is. Dalmatian, absolute iconic dog. Really beautiful. They come with the black spots or the liver spots. The thing about Dalmatians is that they cannot have any purine, so they cannot have any offal, because it can lead to kidney stones as well. But look how beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, with any pedigree, they're going to have something. You put any dog in front of me and I'll tell you what condition they're most prone to or what diseases they're most prone to, because that's what happens when you have pedigrees. Okay, my favourite is just a good old fashioned mix. Just a good old fashioned mix. Thank you very much, Peggy. Peggy's a good old fashioned mix, aren't you? Yes, you are. Thank you. Thank you, Peggy. Come here then. Peggy, come. Thank you. Okay, right, Peggy's now sitting in. Right, stay there. Okay, this one I think is an Irish Wolfhound. Yeah, Irish Wolfhound. I do love these absolute, like, kind of gentle giants. The only thing that makes me sad about these big breeds, so the Irish Wolfhound, the Great Dane, I'm not getting on my desk, the Great Dane and the Mastiffs, is that, and Dog de Bordeaux as well, they just, their lifespan is relatively short, but I believe it's single digits, so like 8 to 9 or something like that. Are you just coming up here to cause chaos? Why don't you sit there? Sit there, good girl. Okay, so beautiful dogs, but I'm sure it's their heart. They have like a poorly heart with Irish Wolfhounds, but not an exaggerated feature. They are exaggerated as such because they're massive, but they're in proportion. Okay. Oh, gorgeous. A Great Day. Look at those lovely big floppy ears. Again, same thing. These big breeds of dogs, they're in proportion with the rest of the body. Beautiful dogs. But again, they just don't live very long. I couldn't have one just purely on that basis. That's a Yorkshire Terrier. That is 100% a Yorkshire Terrier with a little bow in their hair. So when you see these dogs being shown at Crufts, they tend to have like this long silky coat that flows down to the floor, and they tend to have a little top knot at the top to tie away their fringe. Oof. Am I massively keen on that dog having a little bow in its hair? I'm not into like dogs like getting dressed up. I used to be before I started doing things about canine pain and you know, understanding more about canine welfare. I'd be like, oh my god, they're so cute. Whereas now I'm like, oh, I can take the fun out of anything. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile, and again ask my little group of confidants what they think. Oh, beautiful. I think that's a deerhound. Yeah, deerhound. Look at that. That's proper English countryside weather, is that? Peggy, if you sit your bum there and stop trying to turn around, it means that I can carry on working and I can hold you at the same time. How does that sound? Thank you. Beautiful deerhound. I think these get mixed up with Irish Wolfhounds, but I believe the deerhounds are significantly smaller compared to an Irish Wolfhound. Ooh, now what is that? I think... Ooh, I'd have said a Portuguese water dog. This is saying an Irish water spaniel, but I thought that would have been a Portuguese water dog. And so far it said that a Border Terrier is a Yorkshire Terrier, so I'm not entirely convinced. But that lovely tight curly coat. There's a type of Labrador on it's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, I think it is, that has like this type of curly coat, I believe, but that looks like a Portuguese water dog to me. Or it could be an Irish water spaniel, who knows, but look at that lovely tight coat, so that's going in the yes pile. Right, next one. Oh, this is one Are you a Gordon Setter? Yeah, Gordon Setters. So the first time that I came across Gordon Setters was when I was watching Crufts. I love black and tan dogs, the black and tan Dobermans, the black and tan Gordon Setters, black and tan, you know, like the Bernese Mountain Dogs as well. They're a lot of black and tan and with like little white bits as well. So I do like a Gordon Setter. There used to be one in the park where when I was a dog walker, and he was just mad as a box of frogs. Beautiful dog. That one is going in the yes pile. Aha! I think this is a Jack Russell. And I am right, hopefully. This is a Jack Russell, one of the most hardiest dogs ever to walk this planet. Are you getting down now? Are you standing? Are you getting down? Steady. Good go. Jack Russell Terrier. They are absolute little machines. Love them. They have the heart of a lion, and they will just go and go and go for like 20 million years. So they can often, before I move off Jack Russells, they can often have dock tails and also skip when they walk. It is not a terrier thing. Well, it is a terrier thing, but it's actually an orthopaedic condition called luxating patella. Peggy, come here. Peg, what's this? Peggy, come. Peg. Oh, she's just huffing for the sake of it. It's probably because she doesn't want me recording, but I've got to do this, and then you've had your walk, you've had your food. Can't believe I'm trying to negotiate with the dog whilst working. But anyway, okay, this one, absolutely iconic breed, is the Chinese Crested. I have never met a Chinese Crested, actually. I think that with the Chinese Crested, would I deem them as having exaggerated features? Potentially, yes. Peggy, come here. Peggy, come. Peg. Peggy. I'm just going to go and let her out for a wee. Give me 2 seconds and I'll be back to talk about... Here we are. Okay, so we were talking about the Chinese Crested. This cut, this type of coat that they have, it is like, they're not cut to be like that. That is just how they are. I suppose it's a little bit like the Sphinx cat, where the Sphinx cat doesn't have any hair, but they can then have, like, you know, a really intense skincare regime because of their lack of hair and the oils that build up. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. I don't know if it is classed as an exaggerated feature on the breed. Oh, everyone knows what this is. A Chihuahua. A Chihuahua. Okay, so with this Chihuahua, what I'm looking for is that they've got a nice kind of soft slope round the head. It's not this really exaggerated feature. We've got a nice little muzzle and we've got those open nares. So that Chihuahua goes into the yes pile. Again, that's another breed that is really prone to luxating patella. Okay, let's have a look who we have next. Okay, so, I think this one's going to catch me out. It could be a chocolate Labrador, or it could be a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, but just because of the ruffles around its neck. Let's see. Aha! It's a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, so this is the one that I was on about. You see on the, just kind of like around the neck and around the shoulders, they've got kind of that curly fur. They're not quite chocolate. Imagine like a chocolate Labrador mixed with a little bit of fox red. There's like a little red tinge to the coat. I have met one of these in the park as well. It's not a breed that you see very often. They're very much like a Labrador, but they have a different coat as far as I can tell. Oh, I don't know what you are. Are you the Catalua leopard dog? Yes. Catalua leopard dog. I don't know much about this breed. It looks like a mixture of a Merle Collie and some kind of, it looks like a working breed, doesn't it? It looks like a kind of herding breed. Don't know much about them. Do not know much about them. I thought it was an American breed, but I think that I've got it mixed up with something else and I'm not too sure, but it's going in the S pile. It's got those nice kind of floppy ears and lovely big nose. Oh, look at this baby. Now, what are you? I'm not sure what this one is. A canine dog? Canaan dog? I've not seen one of these before. It's not one that I've come across before. Now, I don't know. Is it white? It might be like a cream colour. Don't know much about that dog. It could be that dog that's like named after an island. Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, I know what this one is. This is an English Springer Spaniel, and it looks like it's in a trough of water, because Spaniels are just instantly drawn to water. Oh, God. That is just fabulous. I love that one. Okay, now this, you're not a Saluki, it begins with a B. A Borzoi? Yeah, Borzoi. Beautiful dogs. Again, they're like have this kind of greyhound bill, but they have this really kind of like long snoot that snight hounds, oh my god, sight hounds have. They're that long snoot. Borzoi, there's one on Instagram that I watch, but I've never met one, but I'd love to meet one. Massive dog. Even though I've got 3 tiny dogs, I'm always drawn to these big, huge dogs. Oh, this one's easy peasy. That's a border collie. Border collies. How many border collies? I've got a couple border collies that I look after. Funny little onions they are. Funny little onions. 100 miles per hour. Too clever for their own good. But that is a lovely collie. Lovely coat colour as well. Oh, this one now. You. Oh, am I going to get this right? I think you're a bloodhound. Bloodhound. Very, very cute. Now, would I class these as having exaggerated features? Yes, they do have a lot of excess skin, which can kind of cause that thing, you know, where their eyes kind of like, well, the skin around their eyes droops down. But they look like they're in a kennel, maybe. Thank you, Peggy. You're not a bloodhound. Come here, baby. Peggy, come. Alright, okay. So yeah, bloodhound. I don't know if they're in a kennel. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile because I'm not 100% sure whether or not people would be okay with that. Peggy, you're not a bloodhound. Okay, this one is Bedlington Terrier. Yeah, Bedlington Terrier. They're cut. They feel like sheep wool. It's the funniest type of cut. Now their head, yes, they have that kind of like sloping muzzle, but their haircut kind of makes it more prominent. The traditional Bedlington haircut. There's a thing about Bedlingtons. They are prone. I'm sure they're prone to some kind of copper absorbency issue. I think it's some. When I think of Bedlingtons, I think of copper. I'm sure they're very prone to something to do with copper absorption. Oh, I know what this is. This is easy peasy. That's a beagle. My Snoopy was a beagle, and he was a very poorly boy. But oh my god, I'm just obsessed with beagles. I don't think I'd have another one. These are very prone to skin issues. Snoopy had diabetes as well. But we've got that nice muzzle. We've got that. You can't actually see it, but beagles have a very stereotypical tail. Stands very tall, and they've got that beautiful bay, that beautiful woo. I can't believe I just did an impression of a beagle, but here we are. Okay, this dog. I want to say you're a Doberman, but I don't think you are. Oh no, Doberman. I think there's like a filter on the. There's a filter on the picture, so I think it's a black and tan Doberman, but it's taken on a bizarre filter. So we've got those lovely big floppy ears. We've got that big, beautiful snout. I've got a couple of Dobermans that I look after, and they're just like horses, just galloping around with these massive legs. Beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely example of the Doberman. Again, in the ones, the kind of the wall stickers and the wallpaper, the wall murals. There were so many cropped eared Dobermans. No, thank you. Oh, this is a really rare breed. That's the Dandy Dinmont. Dandy Dinmont Terrier. I believe it's a Scottish breed. So with these, I don't know if you have an exaggerated back. It's been so long since I've seen one. So again, I'm trying not to have dogs on that have exaggerated features, and I don't know whether they fall into the category the same as the Dachshunds and the Basset Hounds. Oh, I don't know. That one's going in the maybe pile. I'm going to have to check that one. This dog, this looks like a Spitz. And I'm completely wrong. It is an American Eskimo dog. Never heard of it. Looks very much like it. Oh no, actually it's quite too big to be a Spitz. Too big to be a Spitz. Looks quite sweet. That's going in the yes pile. Oh, Dog de Bordeaux. Okay, let's have a look. We have a muzzle, and we have nares, but we've got a check chain on. I don't know if you can see. We've got like half a check chain. I think it's like called a martingale collar. So that is, unfortunately, that's our first no. That is our first definite no with the check chain. Now this, you're not a Saluki. You're a Saluki? Apparently that's a Saluki. I thought Salukis had fluffy ears. Maybe is it some Salukis have the long ears, but yeah, Saluki, another lovely big one. That collar, That's for sight hounds so they don't back out of it, I think. I'll put that in the maybe pile, that one, because I'm not sure on the collar type. Oh, are you a Manchester Terrier? Yes, Manchester Terriers. Another quite. I think this is quite a rare breed in the UK still. I think these were initially used as like ratting dogs. Lovely little terrier, full tail. Look at those lovely pointy ears, and doing a nice little pose as well. How gorgeous! Yes, Manchester Terrier. You're going in the S pile. Now you. Let me cover up. I think that is an Alaskan Malamute. Because huskies, they tend to have a more pointy face. Da, 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 correct. Alaskan Malamute. They're going in the S pile. I'm pretty sure these are really prone to hip dysplasia. Alaskan Malamutes. Oh God, how on earth can I tell that? I think it might be a Labrador. Oh, Labrador Retriever. Okay. Very typical Labrador, out on a frosty day, going to do a day's work. Lovely black Labrador there. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, I'm going to cover this name up. These ones, we have very similar hair, and it begins with a K. Commodore. Couldn't place the name. Now they have a full hairstyling routine. I don't know. So I know that you have to be very dedicated to their hair for this one. I'm going to pop this in the maybe pile. I'm pretty sure their hair grows in dreadlocks, but I'll just double check. So that's going in the maybe pile. Oh my lord. I think that's a Cavalier, and I think it's quite a big Cavalier. Yeah, that's a Cavalier there. Oh. To me, you can see that Cavalier is... Oh no, it's fluff, maybe. It's difficult because I've got a friend who's a dog trainer who has a Cavalier, and he's so beautiful and lean. Really lean little bean. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile because I don't know if that dog is actually quite over condition. Maybe pile for that one. Oh, this one begins with an E. An E. Oh no, Keeshond? I don't know what I was thinking of then. Beginning with an E. I was thinking Eureka, but that's not it. That looks like a Keeshond. It's like a European breed. Fluffy. Makes me think of the Samoyeds. Those ones. Oh, easy peasy. Poodle. So that's a poodle. Again, they have a bobble in their hair as well to keep that top knot kind of out of their face. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile and just see what the force free honeys say. Okay, Pomeranian. Teeny tiny. These are really prone to luxate and patella, quite high gradings of it as well. I think they are prone to heart murmurs like the Shih Tzu and the Chihuahua. Looking at its muzzle, it does have nares, it does have a decent sized muzzle in proportion to its face, so that can go in the yes pile. What on earth are you? Thank you, Peggy. What on earth are you? A plot hound? Never seen anything like that. It looks like a Weimaraner to me a little bit, but then it had this white flash on its chest. Hang on 2 seconds, I can get Peggy. Peggy, come. Thank you. Yeah, put that in the yes pile. Never seen one before. Oh, this one's like an otter hound, I think. Yeah, otter hound. I'm sure I had a friend at university who had an otter hound. Beautiful. Oh, okay, so this is not the Dulux dog. This is an old English sheepdog. Lovely big fuzzballs. And then, I wonder if this is the one that I was on about, beginning with an E. Nope, Norwegian elk hound. Oh, that is Bonnie though, isn't it? Look at that lovely coat, lovely dense coat. Oh, you're Newfoundland. So again with these ones, gotta make sure they've got those nice big nails, that nice muzzle, and they are in proportion, lovely jubbly. Oh, this one is, iconic. Rhodesian Ridgeback. And they have this lovely kind of, this specific hair pattern that goes down their spine. I'm sure these are really tall Rhodesian Ridgeback. Oh, sorry. I didn't realise how tall they were. But they are very tall dogs. I believe were originally bred to fight lions. I don't know. Apparently. Oh, this is easy peasy. That's a Goldie. That's a golden retriever. Beautiful dogs. Oh my goodness. I work with quite a few Goldies. Gorgeous, gorgeous little doggies. I find that the English golden retrievers tend to be more of like a light cream, whereas the American golden retrievers tend to be that more. They have like a different shaped face, and they have like a deep kind of gold and sometimes reddy sort of colour. But in England, there's some really nice working line golden retrievers that are almost like fox red sort of colour, golden, gorgeous. This is a rough-haired collie. Yeah, rough collie or a lassie dog. I looked after a mini. Well, that's a rough collie, and then you get the mini Sheltie dogs, or the Sheltie dogs. I've looked after a Sheltie dog before, and very sweet, very, very sweet. This one is a Scottish Terrier. Yeah, Scottish Terrier. I had a friend who had two of these. Oh my god, one of them was called Mac. What was the other one called? Can't remember. I'll have to ask her now. But they're absolutely gorgeous little creatures. Oh, are you a Beath and Hounds? A Beath and Hounds. Look at that. Gorgeous. Perfect for that Mediterranean climate. Lovely and lean. They're like a mixture between almost like a sight hound and then some kind of other working breed. Very striking feature. Dog's beautiful. Oh, well, this is just gorgeous. Look at those rippling muscles. Are you a greyhound? Greyhound. Look at those lovely rippling muscles. This is why I like sight hounds, because you can see, find out Peg, because you can see all of the muscles and everything. Just absolutely gorgeous. This is a Pyrenees. Yeah, oh no. Pyrenean mountain dog. Look at that. Just in their natural territory. I'm just making sure they didn't have a dock tail. They don't. It's just a darker patch on the tail. Oh, they're wire fox terrier. I was thinking fox terrier in my head. Look how gorgeous they are. Remind me of the Airedale terrier, I think, with the coat type. So we've got them. Oh, what terrier are you? What are you? Irish terrier. Not seen one of them before. You not seen one of them? Irish Terrier, not seen one of them. Very cute though, and they have a full tail, so it's a yes from me. Oh, that's a Whippet. Whippet. Love a Whippet. Love a sight hound. I just think they're funny. I just think they're funny as out, and I think they're gorgeous. That's a Weimaraner. 100% that's a Weimaraner. Very striking with that kind of grey silvery coat and the light coloured eyes as well. Little Weimaraner, you're going in the yes pile. Oh, easy peasy this one. Saint Bernard. I remember watching Beethoven when I was a kid and I was obsessed, and that's probably contributed to why I'm so obsessed with dogs now. But lovely Saint Bernard. Again, you have to watch that these do have a muzzle that's in proportion to their size, and they've got lovely open nares, which this one does. That's going in the yes pile. Are you another otter hound? Oh no. This is really bad of me. That's an Italian Spinoni. I know that they come in like a smoother coat type as well, but that's an Italian Spinoni. Very nice. So you look like a Spitz. What were you? Finnish Spitz. Little Finnish Spitz. Beautiful. And they've got that lovely tight coat and that lovely tail that swirls around. And who else we got? Oh, this is one of my all-time favourites. Afghan hounds. Oh my god. Like when I go to Crufts, I always make sure I go and see them because I'm just, obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. The way that they carry themselves, they like glide. They glide across the ring. They're just gorgeous. Oh no, has that one it's got a chain on. Six. I don't know if you can see, it's a very, very thin chain. Right, that's going in the maybe pile to be checked by my confidants, because it could be, because there's no lead on it. Could be a fashion chain. I don't know. That's going in the maybe pile. What's this? It says that's an Akita. That doesn't look like an Akita to me. Oh no, actually, I'm thinking Alaska Malamute. Yes, that does look like an Akita. Rolling around in the snow. Little baby. Oh, look at these. These are foxhounds. Oh, it's an American foxhound. Beautiful. Having a run through the woods. Lovely. And the baying noise as well reminds me of beagles. Oh, this one's our Australian cattle dogs. I don't know if blue heeler dogs are the same. I don't know. These are compact, hard-working little doggies though. Very, very sweet. I don't know if blue heelers are the same. I don't know. I'd have to double check that. Okay, these ones. Are you a Podenco? Oh no. Oh, got that proper wrong. That's a Basenji. A Basenji. Are they the ones that don't bark? I can't remember if they're the ones that don't bark. Oh, might go there. Right there. Yeah, Basenji. Don't know much about them. Just look like quite a compact hound sort of dog. Okay, so this is a Chow Chow. It does have nares and it does have muzzles, but it does have a muzzle, but you can't really see its eyes. Put that in the maybe pile. Oh, that's the back of a German Shepherd. Again, I think it's the same one that I was talking about earlier. We've got that nice tabletop back and those lovely shepherd ears. So that's going in the yes pile. And then we have, oh, this can only be a little baby. That's a boxer dog. Look at his little tail kind of swirling round. I can't really see its nares though. I don't think its nares are very good. Put that in the maybe pile for now. That's a terrier's coat. Airedale Terrier coat. Gorgeous. Lovely, lovely coat type. Okay, so this is... You're a setter. But I don't think you're an English setter. Oh, wrong. I was wrong. English setter. That is a gorgeous photo. Oh. So dopey. Love a setter. Oh. Look at the border terriers. Love a border terrier. Yes, and they have their full tail as well. So you're going in the yes pile. There's a lot in this yes pile. I'm gonna have to get a lot of frames. Aha, a pug tail. Thank you, Rodney, for your input. You all right? Oh God, that's a big sneeze. You got another one? You don't? Good lad. Good girl, Peg. Pug tail. My goodness, son. You done? Good lad. Oh, German Shepherd. Lovely German Shepherd. Lovely big kind of wide face there. Gorgeous. You are a Samoyed. So you are a yes. This big fluffy cloud. This is a Schnauzer. Again, I'm pretty sure that those ears are okay. They've definitely, but to get them to stand up, I'll have to double check that they haven't been taped. Dalmatian, of course, and then we've got that other Dalmatian head to kind of go with it. Beautiful, beautiful dogs. Dalmatians. This is your Irish Wolfhound again. I think it's the same one. I don't think it's got any collars on. Very nice. Oh my days, what a Mastiff. Rolling around, messing about. We've got some nice nails, got a good muzzle. Oh, these are pointers. German short-haired pointers, these ones. And I can't see a cropped or a docktail. No, can't see anything on there. So we're good to go. This one, is this a Briard? Yeah, Briard, French breed. And I've met one before and they're really beautiful. A lot bigger than you think though. They're like about taller than a Labrador at least. But they're a French herding breed, I believe. French herding breed. Ooh, you are a Siberian Husky. Really? I've never seen one with such a grey face before. I've seen them with more with the eyeliner and the white on their face. Whippet! Little Whippet. Now, I don't know if the Whippets naturally hold their tail underneath them or if Or if that one's a bit upset. You see its tail underneath? I'll put that in the maybe pile and I will get to my esteemed colleagues to double check it. Okay, Peggy, you going to sit? You going to sit? Good girl, thank you. Oh, it's a Great Dane, but it's got... I can't tell if that tail is docked or not. It's a weird dock if it has had its tail docked. It's like a half dock. Or is it just the angle? Put it in the maybe pile. Put it in the maybe pile. That's a spaniel. English Cocker Spaniel. But it has, that definitely has a docked tail. So unfortunately that one is going in the no pile. Oh, look at the little Daxies. I do love Daxies. My friend has Daxies. And they're very, very sweet, but they're very, very prone to spinal issues. So that is definitely an exaggerated feature. So unfortunately that's going to have to go in the no pile. Basset Hound, again, exaggerated features. They've got that long back, they've got those ears they trip over, they've got all that skin on their face. Unfortunately, the Basset Hound is going to be a no. The Boston Terrier. Again, we haven't got much of a muzzle on there, and we've got nipped nares. I believe they are born with like a stub of a tail, but again, they're going to be a no with the exaggerated features. Let's have a look. It's hard because I love all dogs, but I'm trying to do better to advocate for them, because this is a Shih Tzu, and I love a Shih Tzu, but again, no muzzle. There's not enough muzzle on there. My mum has a Lhasa, which is very, very similar, and they... Here you come, Faye, good girl. And she really suffers with like inverted sneezing and all sorts because of that lack of muscle. Oh, got the Corgi dog. I don't think they are born with a tail. However, exaggerated features, they have that long back. Peggy, what on earth are you doing? Stay there. This is a no straight out the gate. This is a Pekingese. Pekingese with no muzzle and very nipped nares. Such a shame. Such a shame. Oh, look. This is a Rottweiler. It's a Rottweiler. You think you're a Rottweiler, don't you? But, unfortunately, it's got a dock tail. So that's a definite no. It's very straightforward, that one. Now, are you Shar-Peis? Shar-Peis very, very poorly. I would consider with their skin type, and they have to have their eyes done most of the time. Like, unfortunately, exaggerated features for aesthetic, not for the health of the breed. So unfortunately, they're going to go in the no pile. Now, who are you? Soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. And looking at that tail, I don't know whether or not that is a docked tail, because I've never met one of these, so I will pop that in the maybe pile, because it could be that they're born with a relatively short tail, but if it's docked, it's obviously it's going to go in the no pile. Oh, American Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Look what they've done to its ears. Awful. Poor baby. Poor baby. Just makes me so sad. They do it to make them look harder. And that dog's probably beautiful, beautiful little doggy. But unfortunately has been mutilated by whatever hideous human being has had their hands on him. So unfortunately he's going to be in the no pile. Okay, we've got the English Bulldog. So they are very well renowned for having this kind of undershot jaw. But if we look at the top, you've got a very short muzzle. Oh, hang on, because it's all back to front. And then you've got this big rope of skin over the nose. Exaggerated features. Unfortunately, that particular English Bulldog isn't going to make it onto the wall. Then we've got a Frenchie with their appalling nares. They're just so nipped you can't even see them, and very minimal muzzle, so Sorry, that one's a no. And then last but not least, we have 3 Westies. So, with these Westies, I don't know if they're a bit stressed, if this picture just screams stress dogs. Because they're panting, but I will put that in the maybe pile. So this is our maybe pile. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy so many frames. And this is the yes pile. This is the yes pile, and then this is the no pile. I think it's good though to as like an educational tool as well, to help educate people on different breeds and what's, you know, normal for the breed, and what's an exaggerated feature, and what does a cropped-eared dog look like, what does a docked-tailed dog look like. But look, I have got absolutely loads there. Let me get the big pile again. I've got loads there to be getting on with and framing for the backdrop of the podcast. So there you go. I hope that's given you some insight into my kind of role and what I do with dogs, and, you know, supporting ethical breeding and supporting, you know, or promoting dogs that don't have these mega exaggerated features. You know, the pugs made it into the S section because it was a good standard of pug. It had a muzzle, it had nez, whereas the other brachiocephalic breeds, unfortunately, they had the nip nez and lack of muzzle. So obviously if someone has a picture of a really good Frenchie with a nice nose on them and a nice muzzle on them, of course, you know, for me it all comes down to health. You know, we should be breeding for health and temperament, not aesthetics and temperament. Health has to come first to protect the longevity of whichever breed. I mean, if you look at Peggy, she's a Romanian mixed breed, and she's built like a corgi, so she technically has exaggerated features. She's a dog with exaggerated features. It doesn't mean that we have to be ashamed of them. It doesn't mean we have to hide them away. It just means that we have to have an understanding of the implications that can occur when we breed dogs. I mean, you won't have been intentionally bred, I don't think, but when we intentionally breed dogs, we have to look to continually better the breed and better what we have. All you have to do is look at what the Boston Terrier or the English Bulldog looked like 50 years ago to see how badly we've got it wrong at the moment. And it is starting to change, but it's going to take generations to build health back into these dogs. So there you go. Right, I am going to go. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. If you have enjoyed this content, please make sure to like and share, and drop any comments that you have below. But that's it for now. Lots of love to you and your dogs. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.